RMS or effective or virtual value of AC. So by the term RMS or these other two values of AC, we mean to that value of direct current which produces the same amount of heating effect in a given resistor in a given time as produced by AC. Means here in this way we are comparing AC and DC in terms of their heating effects. So let that value of DC is IV. So let that value of DC is IV, or we can use IRMS. So that will be involve three letters. So it is comparatively easier, IV. So then heat produced by it means by DC through a resistor R in time T means equivalent to one time period. So heat produced by DC will be equivalent to I square R T. So in a resistor of value capital R in a time period T, heat produced by this RMS, this value of DC which is equivalent to RMS value of AC, this much of heat will be produced. Now, let the value of AC remains I for a very short time. dt is I. So then in the same resistor, what amount of heat will be produced? So dH equivalent to I square R dt. So although we know that AC doesn't remain constant, it constantly go on fluctuating, go on changing, not only in magnitude but also in direction. So in a small time, infinitesimally small time dt, this much heat will be produced by AC in the same resistor. Then what will be the total heat produced in one time period? Now, we know that I equivalent to I0 sin omega t square R dt. So in place of I, we have written I0 sin omega t. Now it will give us I0 square R sin square omega t dt, means this much of heat will be produced by AC in a very short time dt. Then what will be the heat produced in one time period? Now heat produced in 0 to t time. So this amount of heat will be obtained by integrating it in between the limit 0 to capital T. dH equivalent to I naught square is constant. It is the peak value of AC, that is constant. That R is also constant. So we will be having the integration of sin square omega t dt in the right hand side. Now sin square theta or sin square omega t is not directly integrated. So what we do? So we know that cos 2 theta equivalent to 1 minus 2 sin square theta, or 2 sin square theta equivalent to 1 minus cos 2 theta. or sin square theta equivalent to 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. So in place of sin square omega t, now this omega t is theta, and we can see it as omega equivalent to angular velocity is defined as angle subtended per unit time. So omega equivalent to theta upon t, or we can say theta equivalent to omega t. So theta is equivalent to omega t. So in place of theta we can write omega t. So putting here in equation 2, integration of dH will be h, means heat produced in one complete time period, will be equivalent to I0 square, or in place of sin square omega t we will write 0 to capital T 1 minus cos 2 theta, or in place of theta we can write omega t 2 omega t upon 2 into dt. It can be written equivalent to I naught square r. This 2 will come out as it is constant. So we will be having integration 1 into dt from 0 to capital T minus 0 to capital T cos 2 omega t dt equivalent to I0 square r upon 2. Integration of dt is t, lower limit 0, upper limit capital T, minus the integration of this term comes out to be 0. So there is no need to show this integration 0 mathematically, because we are just in physics. So what amount of heat will be produced? So heat produced by AC in the same time period, therefore H equivalent to I0 square R upon 2, upper limit capital T minus lower limit 0. It means we will get I0 square R capital T upon 2. Means this much of heat will be produced by AC in one cycle. Now by definition, these two amounts of heat produced by DC in a resistor R in time T, and the heat produced by AC, these two heats are equal, therefore equating equation 1 and 3, then we will get IV square RT equivalent to I naught square RT upon 2. So RT will be cancelled. So IV equivalent to square root of I naught square upon 2, it means I0 upon root 2. So RMS or effective or virtual value of AC is equivalent to 1 upon root 2 times of the peak value of AC. For AC voltage using Ohm's law, so using Ohm's law, IV will be equivalent to E virtual upon R, will be equivalent to I naught, again by Ohm's law, it will be equivalent to E naught upon R upon root 2. So this R will be cancelled. So we can write E virtual equivalent to E naught upon root 2. So, we used to say that in India we get AC in our houses at 220 volt 5 ampere. This is the domestic supply. This 220 volt and 5 ampere values are RMS or effective or virtual values of AC. While we know that the peak value of AC is 311. Means this peak value E naught equivalent to root 2 times of E virtual means root 2 into E virtual means 220. So 220 into root 2 comes out to be 311 volt. So 220 volt and 5 ampere, the values which are used for domestic electrical supply in India, these are RMS values.